Scene script. Have you ever wondered how the Democratic Republic of the Congo, one of the largest and most diverse countries in Africa, came to be? The genesis of this great nation is a tale as old as time, a narrative woven through centuries of human endeavor, resilience, and discovery. Our journey begins with a wave of migration that swept across the continent around 2,000 years ago. This was the Bantu expansion, a mass movement of people from West Africa to the eastern and southern parts of the continent. Among these Bantu migrants were the ancestors of many of today's Congolese people. They brought with them advanced skills in farming and metalworking, fostering the growth of sophisticated societies across the region. Over time, these communities coalesced into powerful kingdoms, each with its own unique culture, traditions, and systems of governance. Let's take a closer look at three of these early kingdoms: the Congo, Luba, and Lunda. The Kingdom of Congo, situated near the mouth of the Congo River, was a bustling center of trade and culture. Its rulers, known as the Mana-Congo, wielded significant influence over a vast territory. Next, we have the Luba Empire, located in the southern part of what is now the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Known for its intricate political structure, the Luba Empire was a federation of different clans, each with its own chief. This system allowed for a degree of autonomy, yet fostered unity and cooperation among the populace. Lastly, the Lunda Kingdom, with its strategic location along trade routes, grew prosperous and powerful. The Lunda rulers, known as the Mwada Yambo, oversaw a complex society marked by its impressive architectural structures and strong military. These early kingdoms, with their sophisticated societies and innovative governance structures, laid the groundwork for the nation we now know as the Democratic Republic of the Congo. They were the first chapters in the story of a nation that has weathered countless trials and tribulations, yet continues to endure and evolve. These early kingdoms set the stage for the rich and complex history that was to follow. The late 19th century brought significant changes to the region, but what was the catalyst for this transformation? As we delve deeper into our historical tour, we find ourselves in the throes of the infamous Scramble for Africa. The year was 1884. And the great powers of Europe were eyeing the vast, resource-rich landscapes of Africa. In the heart of this continent lay the region we now know as the Democratic Republic of the Congo, a jewel sought after by many, but ultimately claimed by one, King Leopold II of Belgium. The Berlin Conference of 1885 was a turning point. Here, under the guise of promoting humanitarian efforts, King Leopold II managed to convince his European counterparts to allow him to establish the Congo Free State. His intent, however, was far from benevolent. The Congo Free State was not a state in any conventional sense, but an enormous plantation operated solely for Leopold's profit. The Congolese people were subjected to a brutal regime of forced labor, their lives reduced to a means of extracting the country's wealth in ivory and rubber. The human cost was immense, with millions losing their lives due to the harsh conditions and brutal treatment. And yet, amidst the darkness, the spirit of the Congolese people endured. They resisted, they survived, and they kept their culture alive, passing down stories and traditions to future generations. Their resilience in the face of such adversity is a testament to the enduring strength of the human spirit. This period of exploitation left an indelible mark on the Congo, shaping its future in profound ways. As we journey forward in time, we'll see how this legacy of exploitation and resistance would play out in the fight for independence, shaping the course of the Congo's history in the 20th century and beyond. The Congolese people, however, were not passive observers of their own history. So how did they take control of their destiny? You see, in the mid-20th century, the winds of change began to blow across the African continent. The Congo was no exception. The Congolese people, driven by a deep desire for freedom, began to rise against their colonial masters. The seeds of nationalism were sown, and movements started to sprout across the nation, each one demanding independence and self-governance. These movements were as diverse as the Congolese people themselves, with different tribes, regions, and ideologies coalescing around a shared purpose: independence. Among these movements, two figures stood out, their voices echoing the aspirations of millions. Patrice Lumumba, a passionate and charismatic leader, emerged from the heartland of the Congo. He envisioned a unified Congo, free from tribal divisions and colonial exploitation. Lumumba's eloquence and fiery speeches rallied the masses, making him a symbol of hope and resistance. Parallelly, Joseph Kasavubu, a man of calm demeanor but iron resolve, rose to prominence in the coastal regions. Kasavubu sought a federal structure for the Congo, allowing for regional autonomy within a united nation. His pragmatic approach and diplomatic skills made him a formidable leader in this struggle for independence. The pressure from these movements, coupled with international scrutiny, finally led Belgium to grant the Congo its independence in 1960. The day was June 30th, a day that continues to be celebrated as Congo's Independence Day. On this day, the Congo emerged from the shadow of colonialism and stepped into the light of self-governance. Yet, as the euphoria of independence subsided, it became clear that freedom was not an end, but a beginning. The struggle for independence was a turning point in the Congo's history, but it was also the beginning of a new set of challenges. As we move forward in our journey, we'll explore these challenges and the resilience of the Congolese people in overcoming them. But that's a story for another scene. Independence was won, but stability remained elusive. How did the Congo navigate the turbulent waters of post-independence politics? Let's delve into that. The euphoria of independence was short-lived as the Congo plunged into a severe political and social crisis, known as the Congo Crisis. This period, stretching from 1960 to 1965, was marked by widespread chaos, rebellions, and foreign intervention. In the midst of this turmoil, Patrice Lumumba, the first democratically elected prime minister, emerged as a beacon of hope for the newly independent Congo. He was a charismatic leader, known for his impassioned speeches and unwavering commitment to national unity. However, Lumumba's tenure was tragically cut short. Within months of taking office, Lumumba was overthrown, captured, and assassinated in a coup that sent shockwaves around the globe. With Lumumba out of the picture, a power vacuum was created. Enter Mobutu Sese Seko. Mobutu, a military officer, seized the opportunity to consolidate power. With the backing of Western powers, Mobutu established a one-party state, effectively making himself the supreme ruler. For the next 3 decades, Mobutu ruled the Congo with an iron fist. His reign, often characterized as a kleptocracy, was marked by rampant corruption, human rights abuses, and the squandering of the country's vast natural resources. Despite his autocratic rule, Mobutu did manage to bring a degree of stability to the Congo. The country, under his rule, enjoyed a period of relative peace, albeit at a steep cost. As the years wore on, Mobutu's grip on power began to wane. By the mid-90s, with the Cold War over and his Western backers no longer needing him as a bulwark against communism, Mobutu was left isolated. In 1997, he was ousted from power, marking the end of one of Africa's longest-serving dictators. Mobutu's reign, while bringing a measure of stability, left a legacy of corruption and autocracy. The struggle for a truly democratic and prosperous Congo continues, a testament to the resilience of its people. The Democratic Republic of the Congo today faces numerous challenges, but it also holds much potential. How can it overcome its past and build a brighter future? In the heart of Africa, the Democratic Republic of the Congo stands tall, a nation tempered by trials and tribulations. Civil conflicts persist, continually testing the mettle of the Congolese people. These conflicts, often fueled by the struggle for control over the country's abundant natural resources, have left deep scars on the landscape and the psyche of the nation. Yet, amid these battles, the resilience of the Congolese people shines. Their spirit, undampened by the storm, is a beacon of hope in the face of adversity. They continue to strive for peace, for unity, and for a better tomorrow. Resource exploitation is another major challenge. The Congo is a land of vast wealth, blessed with an abundance of minerals, forests, and wildlife. But this wealth has often been a curse, attracting unscrupulous entities seeking to exploit the country's riches. The challenge, therefore, is to harness these resources for the benefit of the Congolese people themselves. And then there are the governance challenges. For decades, the Congolese people have yearned for a government that truly represents their needs and aspirations. This is a daunting task, given the country's complex ethnic and cultural diversity. Yet, it's a challenge the nation is willing to take on, as it seeks to forge a new path towards democracy and inclusivity. Despite these challenges, the Democratic Republic of the Congo is a land of immense potential. It's a melting pot of diverse cultures, each with its unique traditions and ancient wisdom. It's a treasure trove of natural resources, waiting to be harnessed sustainably. And above all, it's home to a people whose resilience and spirit can move mountains. The history of the Democratic Republic of the Congo is a testament to the resilience and spirit of its people. Despite the challenges, there is always hope for a brighter future.